Miller at 6'8" and a junior. Basketball in the air, tip controlled by the Watertown Arrows, run down by Rusty Remmers. Man-to-man defense by the Kernels. They'll play it hard and aggressive all night long. Matt Mahowald, free throw line, runs to the top of the key, turns, gives to Doug Olson, right side of the top of the key. Doug to Rusty on the left wing. Man D, Rusty looks inside, goes left baseline to Jason Adams, goes at Mike Miller, steps to the hole, had the shot blocked from behind, tipped it to Doug Olson. Olson on the right wing to Rusty Remmers, top of the key to Jason Adams. Jason gives down low to Feldheim, steps to the basket, goes up strong and lays it in. Nice assist that time by Jason Adams, and Dan Feldheim finished it. Full court pressure by the Arrows. With the basketball, Severide jumps it ahead down the right side to Chad Porter. Porter across the timeline with it. Man D by Watertown. Porter has it midcourt circle. Dribbles left side of the top of the key. Bounce pass on the left baseline into the hands of Tom Young. Left corner it goes to Skip Young. Skip left side of the top of the key to Severide. Severide right wing. Down to the right corner to Tom Young. Looks for Miller down low. Got it to him, right low block. Turns around at Feldheim. Goes strong to the basket. A foul helping out Doug Olson, gets called for a foul on the play. For Doug, that'll be number 1. Team-wise, that's number 1 against Watertown, and that'll send Mike Miller to the free throw line for 2 shots. Mike Miller will be at the free throw line for 2. Averages 21 points per ball game on the season. Free throw is on the way and off no good as it was strong and to the left. Second try coming for Mike Miller. 59 seconds into the first quarter. Arrows lead 2-0. Second free throw is up and in. Make it a 2-1 ball game. Down the right side comes Rusty Remmers on the fly. Gets around the defender. Goes right wing. Kicks to Doug Olson, right corner. Doug takes a dribble out front. Gives left side of the top of the key to Jason Adams. Adams, free throw line to Matt Mahowald. Turns, goes right wing with a dribble. Double team there. Backs off now. Looks for Feldheim down low. Gives to Rusty way outside right side. Rusty with a basketball to Doug Olson. Left side of the key for a high arcing 3. Off the rim, no good. Run down by Feldheim in the left corner. Dan gives to Rusty, top of the key. Fakes the 3. Down low to Jason Adams. Fumbled it. Got it back. Kicks to Rusty left wing. Rusty drives baseline off a pick. 10-footer over Miller is good by Rusty Remmers. Arrows lead 4-1. Full court pressure. With the basketball is Porter. Porter in the backcourt. Hawked by Remmers. Doubled up by Mahowald. Long lead pass down to the left baseline to Tom Young. Nice pass to Skip Young for an easy lay-in. Mitchell broke the press and then finished the play. It's a 4-3 Arrow lead. Full court Mitchell pressure now. Inbound, knocked back out of bounds. On the defense by Tom Young, a 6'4 senior. Dan Feldheim will inbound it full length away from his own basket. Does so to Ole. Ole down the right side with a dribble. Gets it across the timeline, bobbles the ball, and regains control. Takes the top of the key. Gives left baseline to Matt behind the arc for a 3. Good. Matt Mahowald with a 3-pointer, and the Arrows lead it by a score of 7-3. Mike Miller in the backcourt gives it up to Porter. Porter down the right side to Severide. Severide 3-on-2, backs off in the corner. Severide on the wing with it, top of the circle to Porter. Mitchell gets into their half-court set now. Man deep by Watertown. Right wing pass to Tom Young. Looks low for Miller. Got it to Skip deep in the right corner. Skip looks for Miller. Right side of the key to Severide. Ran with a basketball before dribbling. Turnover back to the Arrows. Good half-court defense that time by Watertown. Monte, the Arrows really sagging in on Mike Miller in the low post.
They definitely know where they want to get the ball, and there's a lot of good help side. I saw Doug Olson helping out, and people getting in the passing lane, so they're doing an excellent job.
Rusty baseline pass to Mike to Doug Olson. He had his shot blocked on the play by Tom Young, but Young gets the foul, and Doug Olson will go to the line for 2. But that was a beautiful cross-lane pass that time from Rusty Remmers, left side of the top of the key to the right baseline to Doug Olson.
Rusty Remmers got great court awareness. He knows where he wants to get the ball, and the other kids know that he can get it to them, and they run the spots and find it opening right away.
Free throw by Doug is on the way and good. Ole's first point of the night. Arrows lead at 8-3, 5:23 to go first quarter of play. Doug Olson with a second try coming here. Nice crowd on hand. Free throw is up, no good. Rebound ripped by Mike Miller. Gives off to Porter. Porter heads to the far end on the party floor here at the Corn Palace. Porter across the timeline. Gets by Rusty. Penetrates. Pulls up. 10-footer in the lane. Rolls in. Chad Porter's first 2 cuts the lead to 3. 8-5 Arrows on top. Feldheim left wing way outside. Gives to Matt Mahowald way outside right side. Matt holds the ball out there. Doesn't dribble it. Now does dribble to the top of the key. Spins. Gives right wing to Rusty. Fakes the 3. Penetrates. Feldheim top of the key. Left wing to Matt Mahowald. Down low to Jason Adams. Steps into Miller. Steps to the basket. Draws contact and a foul on Mike Miller. Nice job by Jason Adams with a couple of different fakes that time.
Good patience by the Arrows. Again, here 4 or 5 passes before they shoot. They get the ball inside and take advantage and make Miller play both ends, not just one end of the floor.
Mitchell is a different team with Mike Miller not on the floor. He was injured in the Brandon Valley game when Mitchell got off to about a 21-8 lead, and he got hurt, and he didn't play the rest of the half, and they were behind by halftime.
They definitely get real small real quick when he steps out, that's for sure.
Adams made the first free throw. Second one is on the way. A little short. Rebound taken down by Mike Miller. Gives off to Severide. Severide pushes to the far end. Arrows lead at 9-5. 4:42 to go first quarter. Right wing Mike Miller behind the arc. Defense by Dan Feldheim. Right side of the key. Around the horn. Left baseline to Severide. Miller cuts through. Got a push from Feldheim. Right side of the key to Young to Porter on the right wing. Porter drives baseline. Hand check foul on Rusty Rimmers. For Rusty, that's number 1, team 2 against the Watertown Arrows, and Mitchell will inbound right at their own basket of the baseline out near the sideline.
Arrows doing a good job of fighting through screens. Mitchell's notorious for setting a lot of screens, and Arrows been doing a good job of fighting through them.
Inbound to Skip Young, right side of the key to Severide. Deep in the right corner, Mike Miller behind the arc. Forces one from 17 and an out. Rebound, though, to Tom Young. He hooks it off to Porter, off Porter's hands. Grabbed by Doug. On the break, Matt penetrates behind the back, down the lane, puts one up off balance, won't go, but draws the foul on Kyle Severide, and that's a good aggressive play by Matt Mahowald. He'll get 2 free throws.
Arrows running the break really well, get to the outlet and make Mitchell make the transition, and right now a couple times Mitchell hasn't gotten back to defend our transition.
Jimmy Jensen up off the bench. He'll come in after Matt Mahowald's free throw. Matt, the leading scorer for the Arrows on the season at 18 a game, comes up short on the free throw. He'll get another try. Jimmy Jensen will come in for Dan Feldheim, and now Jimmy will lean on Mike Miller. Second free throw by Matt Mahowald is on the way, and that looks good and is good. And Matt's got 4 points here now, and the Arrows lead 10-5. Kyle Severide against full court pressure. Defense by Matt Mahowald. Works it behind the back, nearly carried it, got it back. Double team now, jumps it ahead to Porter. Porter on the right wing to Tom Young. Back out front to Kyle Severide, right side of the key. Right wing to Tom Young. Looks low for Skip. Backdoor pass to Severide, too far. He grabs it, doubled up, nearly threw it away. Porter got a hold of it, made the layup, and drew the foul on Jason Adams. Jason was there to help out, but he was just a little bit late on the rotation and got him with the body. Porter finished the lay-in and has a chance at a three-point play.
Right now, Mitchell's in their 2-guard set, and they set a lot of back screens, and that time Jason rotated over, but not in time.
3:50 to go, first quarter. Free throw by Porter can make it a 2-point game, and he does. Porter's got 5 first quarter points. Rusty pushes it back for the Arrows across the timeline. Rimmers, right side on the wing. Backs in. Takes it to the corner, goes all the way to the basket. Beautiful scoop to Jason Adams, and his banker is in. What a great assist again by Rusty Rimmers. Full court pressure. Porter against Rusty Rimmers. Good matchup. Porter in the backcourt, doubled up by Doug Olson now. Rotating back was Rusty. Jump pass ahead to Severide. 3-on-2. Jason Adams reached in, knocked it out of bounds. Last touched by Jason. Feldheim will come in. Jason Adams will go out. 3:26 to go first quarter. 12-8 Arrows lead. Chad Porter to inbound, does so to Severide near the midcourt circle front court. Drifts over left wing, gives to Miller, drives baseline, pulls up, nice dish to Skip Young for an easy lay-in. Beautiful assist that time by Miller. 12-10 Arrow lead, 3:15 to go first quarter. Rusty with the ball out front, dribbles at top of the key area, gives free throw line to Feldheim, turns on Miller, right wing it goes to Ole. Ole gives left wing to Jimmy Jensen. Jimmy on the drive, free throw line, kicks it off on the left wing for Rusty. Rusty saved it, Jimmy grabs it. Good hustle by Rimmers. Left baseline Feldheim, top of the key to Rusty, launches a long 3 and swishes it. Rusty Rimmers with a 3-point set shot. He's got 5 now, and the Arrows lead it. There's a steal by Jensen. Turn around in the lane, rolls off. Rebound tip. Foul going to be called on who? Matt Mahowald on the play. I thought 2 Kernels were fighting for the ball that time, but somehow Matt got a hand in there and drew a foul, and Mitchell will have the basketball. Charlie Jacobson tore it up in the JV game as he hit some big threes late in the game, and he's on the court for the first time tonight. Struckman will come in as well.
Really solid performance by Rusty Rimmers. Right now, he's been the real key. He's been able to initiate a lot of good baskets and scoring himself.
Dusty Robinold on the floor for Mitchell now. Has the ball out front. Charlie Jacobson knocks it away. Double team. Left baseline. Tom Young with it in the left corner to Severide. Left side of the key. Good pressure by the Arrows. Left wing to Tom Young. Young holds it high, gives down the lane to Robinold. He kicks it on the right baseline to Severide from 18, too hard. Over the back was Miller, got away with that one. Knocked down the defender, got away with that one. and missed the lay-in. Rebound taken down by Jimmy Jensen. That could have been fouls number 2 and 3 on Miller that time. Jimmy on the right wing gives to Matt behind the arc for a 3. Off too hard. Rebound. Doug Olson had it. Knocked out of bounds from behind by Dusty Robinold on the play. In Watertown, I think Miller had another foul or 2 there.
Definitely.
Arrows will inbound, left of their own basket of the baseline. Struckman will toss it in. Struck slaps the ball. Bounces into Charlie deep in the left corner. Charlie off a Feldheim pick. Bounces to Dan. Nice play. Easy lay in Feldheim. Excellent pick and roll that time. Feldheim finishes it off, and Charlie Jacobson with a beautiful pass. Nearly got a steal, too. Robinold got it off to Severide. Full court arrow pressure. Severide jumps it ahead to Robinold. Double team. Turns around. Bumped and fouled by Charlie Jacobson. For Charlie, that'll be number 1. Team foul. 2-4-5 on the Arrows here in the first quarter.
Very good assist by Charlie. Good recognition and coming out and pressuring. Just happened to be in the wrong place that time. Picked up a foul.
1:50 to go first quarter. Arrows lead at 17-10. Jesse Steiner comes on the court. Doug Olson will get a breather. Doug coming off a sprained ankle and getting a lot of minutes tonight. Didn't play much against Sisseton last Saturday night. Inbound is Tom Young. Young defense by Steiner. Gives right wing to Robinold. Arrows with good pressure. Back pick there. Top of the key, Miller goes on the left wing, around the horn left baseline to Young. Young left side of the key to Robinold. Right wing to Miller for a 3 in there. Mike Miller left alone, hits the 3, cuts the lead to 4. Arrows lead at 17-13. Charlie Jacobson across the timeline with a basketball. Right baseline, it goes to Struckman. Struckman turns, bounces right wing to Dan Feldheim. Feldheim needs some guard play out front. Takes a dribble, gives to Struckman on the right wing. Struck looks low. Right side of the key, Feldheim goes free throw line. Left side of the key, Charlie for a high arcing 3. That's badly missed. Rebound by Miller. Miller gives off to Severide. He runs across the 10-second line with a dribble. A minute to go first quarter. Severide on the right wing. Holds it high. Gives top of the key to Miller. Nobody guarding him. 3 is on the way. Too hard. Rebound tapped. Grabbed there by Young. Skip Young. Little jumper on the baseline. Banked in there.
Can't afford to give a second shot here, can we?
Skip Young's got 6 here in the first quarter as the Arrows give up a couple of extra shots that time, and Mitchell converts. Charlie Jacobson across the timeline. It's a 2-point Arrow lead at 17-15 as Mitchell scored 5 straight. Right side of the key, Jake. Left side of the key, Chad Struckman with it. Struck gives right side on the wing to Jesse Steiner. Steiner holds the ball high, takes a dribble to Feldheim out of the key. Feldheim on the dribble out front, gives right wing to Jimmy Jensen. Jensen with 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bounces left side on the wing to Chad Struckman. To Charlie Jacobson out front with 15. Charlie holds the ball with 13. Backs off with 12. Down to 10. Left wing pass to Struckman with 8. Struckman off a pick. Launches a high arcing 3. Way too hard. Jimmy Jensen had the rebound go off his head. Lead pass to Mike Miller. Pulls up for the 3. Off the rim, no good. Tip up is no good. And we are at the end of the first quarter with a score. Watertown 17, Mitchell 15. We'll be back in a Robinold. Gets it across. Gives top of the key to Feldheim. Dan left baseline to Doug Olson. Olson takes a dribble, gives to Rusty out front. Rusty runs it down near the midcourt stripe. Jason Adams on the left wing behind the arc. Drives to the basket, layup good. Nice, strong move by Jason. Jason's got 5. Quick inbound to Dusty Robinold against full court pressure. Defense by Remmers. Robinold keeps the head up, trying to avoid the double team. Bounces it ahead to Severide. Severide across the timeline, hands back to Robinold. Robinold with the dribble out front. Picked by Rusty Remmers. Rusty's got a breakaway. Goes in, lays it up, and missed it. Rebound taken down by Robinold. Robinold hooks it off to Kyle Severide. Takes the dribble, turns, lobs for Jason Adams, grabs it, got pushed and laid it in. Nice play by the Arrows. Patience in the half court, offense paying off. Porter quickly down the right side, all the way to the free throw line. Pulls up from there, puts it up, no good. Miller with a tip, wave it off. Foul going to be called or goaltending going to be called. We'll see what happens. They're going to say foul, Mike Miller over the back. That'll be his second, so wave off the basket. 6:24 to go here in the first half of play. Arrows lead 21-15. Rusty Remmers against man-to-man defense. Rusty across the timeline. Number one, pass to Matt Mahowald. Matt turns, looks for Jason, gives right wing to Rusty behind the arc. Rusty bounces for Jason down low. Jason double team, dribbles into it, gives to Feldheim, kicks it left baseline to Matt behind the arc for the three is short. Rebound taken down by Porter. Porter leads the breakout. Fires it ahead to Skip Young. Young left baseline, stops there, looked like he double dribbled, top of the key to Miller. Miller down the lane, goes to the hole, knocks down Mahowald, offensive foul. Miller's got his third. And the Mitchell fans not very happy with that, but it was an excellent play by Matt Mahowald as he got solid position.
Excellent defense by Watertown Arrows all the way around. Everybody's rotating, and they know exactly what they want to do with it. And right now the Arrows are beating them to spots and are doing an excellent job defensively.
Mike Miller with 3 first-half fouls across the timeline. Rusty Remmers with the ball. Penetrates, spins down the lane. Turn around from 8 is in there. Nice move by Rusty. He's got 7 in the first half. Arrows lead at 23-15. Full court Arrow pressure. Mike Miller lobs it in. The offensive player the step after he caught the ball and came up too tight. Dan will get called for the first foul. Rusty. Feldheim grabbing jersey, and for Dan Feldheim, that'll be 2 fouls now. Arrows over the limit, 1-on-1 situation for Cogley. And you could tell that Feldheim grabbed his jersey because the jersey came right out of the pants on the play.
No doubt Dan has been having to guard the guys down inside and giving up a lot of size and weight, but boy, Dan's a battler down there, and he's not going to let him have an easy basket by any means. And
Dan, go ahead.
And right now, Watertown's got to take advantage of the fact that Miller is out, and we got a 15-23 score here, and we're going to have to take advantage when he's out. Free
throw is no good, but it bounced twice on the rim. Jimmy timed his jump, and Mitchell got the ball, and they'll play it in right at their own basket of the baseline. So they missed the free throw, but we didn't get the rebound. Porter to inbound it, lobs it into Tom Young, free throw line. He turns, looks, takes a dribble, backs off, left side of the key, gives out front to Porter. Mitchell resets their offense now. Spread with Cogley playing at the free throw line. Arrows showing a 1-3-1 half-court trap right now. Porter bounces top of the key to Young. Young with the dribble, gives left baseline to Skip Young, to Tom on the left wing. Tom on the dribble out front, jumps it off to Porter, right side of the lane, 15-footer off balance, no good. Rebound high, grabbed there by Jason Adams. Foul going to be called on the play, and I believe that'll go on Porter. And that will be the call, and for Chad Porter, that's number 1. Mitchell over the limit. Jason Adams will go to the line. He'll be there for a 1-and-1. Jason is 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the ball game.
They did get a lot of second chance points first quarter, but not now, second quarter.
Got a score for you.
Go ahead.
Aberdeen 26, Huron 17, midway in the second quarter.
Jason's free throw no good. He's 1 for 3. Rebounded by Cogley. Got it off to Porter. Arrows need to take advantage, as Monte said, of Miller on the bench. Haven't done it yet. Still lead by 8, 23-15. Left side of the key, Tom Young. Young right side of the key to Porter. Porter to Young on the left wing. Sometimes when the star goes out, does the defense have a tendency to relax too much?
Definitely, and all of a sudden we kind of forget the pressure and what we got us to the point where we got a lead, and all of a sudden now we start relying on some bad habits and not positioning ourselves, and just a mental letdown. You're right.
Robinol, top of the key to Skip Young, to Porter, all alone in the left wing. Down left baseline to Tom Young. Double team, turns around, goes top of the key to Cogley. Cogley on the right wing to Skip Young. Lobs inside for Robinol. Triple team, tipped out of there, but grabbed by Tom Young.
Excellent
out front
side
to Porter. Good defense by the Arrows. 3:40 to go, second quarter, though. Arrows lead by 8. Down the lane goes Porter. Top of the key to Robinold from 16, off the rim, no good. Another second chance, though, for Mitchell. Good hustle by Jimmy. Dove and took the ball away. Then Matt Mahowald threw it away on the full court press. So Jimmy hustled and got it, but the Arrows turned it right back over. 3:20 to go in the first half. Arrows lead 23-15. Porter across the timeline, right side of the top of the key against the man D. To Skip Young on the right wing. Whistle, holding, no pushing, going to be called on Robinold down low. As Matt had good deny the ball position in the right low block, and Robinold used the forearm to clear out. That'll be his first. Matt will go to the free throw line, and he'll have a 1-and-1 come. The Arrows lead it by a score of 28-18. 1.5 to go in the first half. Porter with the ball across the timeline. Mandy, Ellison on him. Right wing pass to Cogley. Cogley behind the arc. Gives to Nick Scott, top of the key. Left baseline to Porter. Down left low block. Taken away or knocked away by Matt Mahowald out of bounds. Intended there for Tom Young. Mitchell will inbound. Left of their own basket on the baseline. At halftime, we'll send to Wayne Hunter and get an update on the wrestling. We'll also talk with Monte about the 9th grade games. And if Steve Moore can make it up, we'll talk sophomores as well. Chad Porter with a basketball out front. Porter on the dribble. Hawked by Sam Ellison. Gives on the right wing to Tom Young. Young behind the arc, drives baseline, double team, tied up by Matt Mahowald. Jump ball will be called. Arrow basketball, turnover Mitchell. 1:14 to go in the first half. 28-18, Arrows on top. Mike Miller on the bench for Mitchell with 3 personal fouls. Rusty Remmers will come back. Doug Olson will come back. Charlie will go out. Sam will go out. Arrows have already played 10 in the game tonight. Inbound to Rusty Remmers against some full court pressure. Rusty dribbles it across the midcourt circle. Top of the key with the basketball. Left wing to Doug Olson. Cuts through. Doug gives top of the key to Jimmy. Jimmy behind the arc. Looks down low. Lobs for Jason Adams. Steps to the lane. Hook shot over Nick Scott. Won't go. Rebound taken down by Scott. Gives off to Tom Young and then to Chad Porter. Porter will take it across the timeline. Under a minute to go in the half. Arrows by 10. Porter bounce pass left wing to Skip Young. Skip hook pass right side of the key to Tom. Goes on the drive. Layup is good. Bodies on the floor and Tom Young gets 2 points. 37 seconds to go in the half. Arrows lead by 8, 28-20. Rusty Remmers with the basketball. Half minute to go in the half. Arrows want 1 shot. Jason Adams on the left wing. Gives back to Rusty out front. Rusty can just hold it until the defender gets within 6 feet. The official says not yet. Still outside of 6 feet. Now the count begins. Rusty on the dribble. Takes it over on the left wing to Matt Mahowald. 10 seconds to go. Matt's going to go off a Jason Adams pick. Matt goes free throw line. Matt goes all the way on the drive. Layup short. Rebound. Matt grabs it. Goes up strong. Missed it. Rebound. Jason lays it in. And we will go to halftime with the Arrows leading by 10, 30-20. And we'll take a 2-minute timeout.
Good effort.
Basketball to start it out. Chad Porter against man-to-man defense. Gives on the right wing to Miller behind the arc. Dribbles right. Takes it front to Severide. Top it goes. Man deep by the Arrows. Porter dribbles left side of the key. Baseline to Kyle Severide. Severide looks low. Gives to Nick Scott. Top of the key. Right wing pass goes to Porter. Drives baseline. Kicks it back to Miller behind the arc on the right wing. Miller drives to the lane. Steps to the basket. Jumps it up and in. Mike Miller now with 6 points. Makes it an 8-point Arrow lead. Jason Adams back the other way. Runs into Scott and leaves the shot short on the rim. Rebound. Back on the break come the Kernels. Mike Miller on the right wing. Kicks it to Tom Young on the cut. He dishes off to Nick Scott and is fouled on the drive. That's how. Now we've got 4 Watertown Arrows with 2 fouls. Mitchell to inbound right of their own basket on the baseline. Porter inbounds to Miller on the right wing from 15. His banker too hard. Rebound tipped loose. Battle for it on the floor. Picked up by Jason Adams. Had it knocked away. Jason got it back and gives off to Feldheim. Cross court to Rusty Remmers. Rusty down the right side of the fly to the right wing. Backs off now. He'll set the offense on the far end. Left wing to Matt Mahowald. Matt behind the arc. Gives top of the key to Feldheim. Feldheim looks low for Jason Adams. Gives right wing to Doug Olson. Olson behind the arc. Side of the Matt free throw line. Jason Adams left wing to Feldheim. Feldheim holds the ball high, takes a dribble in the lane, goes strong to the hole, and traveled with the basketball. 6:45 to go, third quarter. 30-22. Arrows on top. Watertown.
Come up with nothing so far. That's not the way we want to start third quarter.
Inbound to Tom Young, knocked back. Going to be double. Last touch by the defense. Arrows will inbound right of their own basket on the baseline. Olson looks for Matt down in the corner, all alone for the 3. Fakes it, drives on Miller, fakes again, top of the key to Olson. Olson too hard. Rebound, grabbed by Mike Miller. Miller outlet ahead to Porter. Porter ahead of the pack, goes to the hole. Layup is good. It's going to count, and a foul on Rusty Remmers.
Just got beat back on defense right there. Rusty takes a shot in the corner, rebound comes out long, and we didn't rotate back.
Timeout on the court. 30-24 Arrows. We'll be back in a minute. 6:03 to go, third quarter. 30-24. Arrows took the timeout. That was their first of the ball game. Porter at the free throw line to try to convert the three-point play. Sends it up, and it is good. And Porter now has 9 points. Arrows back on the attack. Picks up his dribble now, gives to Matt Mahowald way outside. He's 35 feet from the basket starting the offense. Down low to Jason Adams, goes strong to the hole. Underneath Nick Young and draws the foul on Nick Young.
I think that's one of the things we need to do here right now, too, is establish, get Jason back in the ball game. Nick Young is not, capable of stopping Jason. Jason's very, very quick, and I think we need to pound it inside here a little bit and make him play defense against him.
Jason at the line for 2 on the far end. First one by the left-hander is up and short. He is 1 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. On the season, Jason shooting only 50% from the line. Second one is short, so he missed them both. He's 1 for 5 from the line now tonight. 30-25 in favor of the Watertown Arrows. Severide kicks it left wing to Tom Young. Young to Nick Scott at the free throw line. Scott on the right baseline to Severide. Drives baseline, goes inside and missed the lay-in. Rebound taken down by Matt Mahowald. Matt clears himself, looks down court. Matt handles the ball in the backcourt, gets it across the timeline, turns and gives to Rusty Remmers, midcourt circle. Rusty with the basketball outside, spread the floor here. Doug Olson down low to Dan Feldheim, kicks it nicely to Jason Adams for an easy lay-in.
Good recognition by Dan, nice pass. Playing very well also here offensively for the Arrows.
Jason's got 11 now, inbound pass taken away by Jason Adams, bounces to Rusty, quick little jumpers up and in by Rusty off the steal. Rusty's got 9. Full court Arrow pressure. Chad Porter against it. Arrows lead 34-25. Porter double team, traveled with the basketball. Again, good backcourt pressure by the Watertown Arrows.
Again, Doug and Rusty working very well together, recognizing the running, jumping right now, and force them to make some bad mistakes by picking up their dribble and traveling.
Ernie Kuiper in the ball game, played a lot in the JV game, and he's on the court here in the varsity game now. Rusty with the basketball out front. Hook pass to Jason. Hands off to Matt. Top of the key. Runs down the lane. 15-footer. Rolls in.
Very good touch by Matt. Nice shot, Matt.
He's got 8, and the Arrows lead by 11. 36-25. Kyle Severide now against full court pressure. Severide pounds the ball against Matt Mahowald. Gets it across the timeline on the run. Down the court he goes to Nick Scott. He's hammered from behind. And it's going to either go on Jason Adams or Doug Olson. And we'll see who they give the foul to. And that's going to go on Jason Adams. For Jason, that's number 3, and Jimmy Jensen will come up off the bench, I would guess, to replace Jason Adams.
That's what happens when dribble penetration. It's probably the first time all night that we've given up that and resulting in, again, a post person picking up a foul.
Nick Scott's free throw. Karams in and out, no good. He'll get a second try, though, as he was fouled in the act of shooting. Skip Young will come in the ball game for Nick Scott on the next. Off to Rusty Remmers. He'll run the point. Arrows spread the floor. Look like they want to pound it inside. Rusty right side, dribbles over on the wing. Bounces top of the key to Feldheim. Dan had it swatted away by Miller, taken away by Miller. Here comes
Definitely, we don't need it right now.
Miller at the line for 2. On the way. Mike Miller was 7 points in the contest. He missed most. trouble shooting down here? Is it the background?
I think so. I think the depth perception and looking through that glass and looking at corner counts just doesn't really do it for him.
Out front to Sever. Throws it down. Gives to Doug Olson out front. Doug top of the key to Feldheim on the right wing. Feldheim looks down low, gives left side of the top of the key to Matt Mahowald, to Jimmy on the left wing. Top of the key to Feldheim behind the arc, gives to Chad Struckman, left wing. Right side of the key to Doug Olson. Ole gives to Feldheim on the right wing behind the arc. Top of the key to Jimmy. Jimmy to Doug Olson, penetrates free throw line, gives left wing to Struckman. Struck bounces left side of the key to Feldheim. Dan looks low for Jimmy Jensen, gives right side of the key instead to Ole.
Good patience.
Ole to the free throw line to Struckman. Left wing it goes to Jimmy Jensen. Top of the key to Feldheim. Three is on the way. Dan got knocked down, no call. Rebound taken down by Severide. Long pass taken away by Feldheim. Saved it nicely to Matt Mahowald. Matt pushes it back for the Arrows. 15-footer left wing is nothing but net for Matt Mahowald. And Matt's got 10, and the Arrows lead it by 40-28 now. Give Matt 12 points, I should say. Kyle Severide against a 1-3-1 half-court trap. Jumps it ahead. On the right wing to Tom Young. Back out front to Severide.
So far, the Arrows done a great job of mixing up their defenses, and Mike Miller has not really touched the ball very much.
Man defense by the Arrows. At the free throw line, Kuiper lets one go. It's almost an air ball, just barely caught the lip of the rim. Feldheim with the rebound, fires it ahead to Matt on the break. Matt down the left side, slows it down now. They'll reset the O. Chad Struckman, right side of the top of the key. Arrows by a dozen, 2:25 to go. Jimmy on the left wing, top of the key to Ole. Ole gives him the right wing to Matt behind the arc. Matt looks down low for Jimmy, gives top of the key to Feldheim. Feldheim looks for Jimmy, gives top of the key instead to Struckman. Struck on the left wing to Ole. Down low to Matt, left baseline. Matt gives back to Ole in the left corner for a three that's an air ball. Rebounded by Severide. Severide pushes it down court. Nobody stops ball. Long lead pass ahead for Skip Young. Knocked out of there by Feldheim out of bounds.
Last three possessions, Dan has gotten a hand on Mitchell's passes here on a couple long passes. And here again, he's the first one back on defense. So Dan has worked exceptionally hard, I think, on both ends of the floor tonight.
Matt Mahowald out for a breather, and in to replace him is Jesse Steiner. Severide left wing to Skip Young, to Mike Miller behind the arc. Launches the high arcing three that comes up short. Jesse Steiner with a rebound. Outlet to Feldheim. Dan across the timeline to Struck on the left wing. Back to Dan left wing. Gives top of the key to Ole. Ole right side of the top of the key with the dribble. Gives left side of the lane to Jimmy. Turnaround 10-footer, in and out, and back in again for Jimmy Jensen. He does that little turnaround as nice as anybody, doesn't he?
He really elevates, and he surprises the defense how quick he gets off the floor and extends and does a really nice job of finishing his shot.
Kuiper fouled on the full court pressure. I believe they called it on Struckman. And for Chad, that'll be number one team-wise. For the Arrows, that's 6, though, in the third quarter. Ernie Kuiper will inbound to the right sideline. Arrows lead at 42-28. Miller picks up his 4th personal foul, and he does so with 1 second remaining in the third quarter.
Some real experience by Matt Mahowald. Matt Mahowald knows, hey, this is the end of the quarter. He's going to get 2 seconds remaining, 1.7. Matt eyes the basket, sends that free throw on the way and puts it in. Matt Mahowald now with 13 points in the contest. Arrows lead. Gives on the left wing to Dusty Robinholt. Left. Did a nice job of helping. Rusty on the dribble, gives right wing to Matt Mahowald. Jimmy sets a pick high, gets the pass, Waite bounces down low for Jason, knocked away nicely defensively by Skip Young. Mike Miller goes on the drive, spins to the hole, lays it up and in. 360 move by Mike Miller that time on the lay-in, and he brings the crowd into the ball game for the first time in a long time as the Arrows having some trouble with full court pressure. Jimmy Jensen on the far end missed an easy lay-in. Battle for the rebound, goes out of bounds, last touch by Mike Miller. Jimmy had an easy look down on the far end and just didn't finish it. Put it up too hard, and Mitchell has crawled to within 11 now. Inbounded Jensen, top of the key to Doug Olson. Setting a double pick for Matt Mahowald. He curls in the lane, goes to the hole, turns, fakes, jumps up, had it blocked by Skip. Loose ball, Mike Miller, head to Severide. Severide's got it. Going to go on Rusty Remmers. And for the Arrows, Rusty Remmers, that'll be number 3. Looks like the Arrows are going to take a timeout here. This game is and you know, right now too, we kind of missed not having Dan Feldheim in the game. Yeah, he was doing such an excellent job, but at this point he's got 4 fouls, and we kind of need to get him back in the ball game maybe too, and then hopefully can maintain his position on defense.
Severide missed both free throws. The second one rebounded by Jimmy James. Ole in the front court. Ole will take it on the right wing, now take it baseline, and then take it back outside to Jimmy right wing. Top of the key to Charlie Jacobson all alone. He'll launch a three. Won't go, though. Miller with the rebound. Miller will handle the ball in the backcourt at 6'8", now gives up to Kyle Severide. The Arrows haven't scored in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, lead by 11. Chad Porter on the left wing with the basketball. Down in the left corner to Young. Looking inside for Millers. The Arrows all over him. 19-footer put up by Robinold is good. Dusty Robinold's first 2 points, and we're under double digits now as it's a 9-point game. Charlie Jacobson with a lazy pass nearly taken away. Matt Mahowald's going to turn and take a timeout here, and the Arrows have taken their third timeout in the ball game. 4:53 to go here. The Arrows have been... Be back in a minute.
Looking for furniture or carpet.
Come out of here with a win and just a great, solid team defense. I've been very, very impressed with our overall defensive scheme of things.
Robinold on the drive puts up about a 12. The Arrows are definitely going to make somebody besides Mike Miller try to beat him. Inbound to Struckman against that press. Struckman doubled up, got it off to Rusty. Rusty backtracks, heads down court, chased by 3. Arrows got to look down court. Got it ahead to Jason Adams, then to Dan Feldheim out front. Dan gives to Rusty outside. Arrows can get in their offense now. Rusty on the dribble. Left side of the key bounces to Jason Adams. Jason back pass to Rusty. Not really a good place, but Rusty finished it with a 6-footer on the baseline.
There's another big-time shot by a young kid that just jump stopped, went straight up, nothing but net. Very confident, very smooth, looked very, very good for Rusty.
11 for Rusty now. Porter on the left wing with the basketball. Deep in the left corner, Skip Young with it. Fronting Mike Miller. Top of the key to Severide. Miller behind the arc on the baseline. 3-pointers on the way, short. Had it, lost it, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jason. Jason asking for some help from the official there. The official obviously Agreement with Jason that he was fouled. Jason's got to be careful. He's got 2 T's in 3 games. Adams, he leads the breakout, fires it ahead to Struck. Struck doesn't take it to the basket, lobs it back out front for Matt Mahowald, top of the key.
Smart play by Chad. Smart play by Chad.
Rusty's got it right wing. Rusty on the dribble, penetrates, gives left side of the key to Feldheim. He drives to the basket, 6-foot jumper, rolls in for Dan Feldheim.
Good, nice shot. Hustles back on defense.
Feldheim's got 6. Arrows lead it now 53-39 with 2 minutes to go.
2 key possessions. Got
fouls over the back on the rebound as Rusty boxed him out. Like to see those guards boxing out the missed shots as well. They got to do it as well as the big man.
It's impressive to see that 6'5" Remmers out there boxing out, getting a rebound. That's pretty sweet.
How tall is he?
I don't know, 5'11". He grew on the way down.
Arrows beat the pressure again. Chad Struckman trying to get it across the timeline. Got it to Feldheim, ahead to Rusty on the right wing. Rusty got caught in the corner, doubled up, got it to Feldheim right side. 1.5 minutes to go. Arrows lead by 14.
Great ball movement by the Arrows right now. Great ball movement. Just working the clock right now. Just working the clock.
Jason Adams on the right wing with the dribble. Got to give it up. Jumps it off to Matt on the left wing. Matt on the drive against Miller. Goes in, puts one up off the glass and kisses it in. Nice sweet move by Matt Mahowald. And the Arrows are up by 16 with 1:20 to go in the contest. Miller fakes the 3, steps 15 feet away. Can't get the shot to go. Feldheim rebounds. Gives off to Rusty in the back. Struckman, he lost it off his knee, picked up there by Jason Adams. His layup is off, no good. Rebound taken out by Porter, but Struckman came and took it away.
Great job, Chad Struckman.
Got it to Jason Adams. Coach holds up his left fist, and I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure
it means if you shoot, you're coming out.
Matt Mahowald out front, deep in the right corner to Struckman. He steps to the basket, gives to Feldheim. Feldheim on the right sideline to Matt Mahowald. Out front to Rusty. We're down to 40 seconds to go, and the Arrows lead by 16, and the Arrow fans are going to stand and celebrate here
Just
in the
gotta love it down here right now. I'll tell you what.
Palace.
Just gotta love it right here.
Jason Adams out front to Rusty Remmers. Rusty on the dribble to Matt. We're down to 28 to go. Mitchell not going to foul. Rusty Remmers with the ball outside. Arrows playing keep away. Number 2 comes down and beats number 1 on their home court. Struckman out front to Rusty. Down to 15 to go. 55-39 the score. Great defensive effort by the Arrows again tonight. Down to 9. Down to 8 and 7. Matt Mahowald with the basketball on the right wing. Out front to Rusty. Down to 2. Down to 1. Final horn. Arrows go on the road and win 3. The JV, the sophomores, and the varsity. Final score, Watertown 55, Mitchell